All right, y'all see my screen. All right, so going over journaling and reviewing trades with you guys. Why most traders never improve? Because they take random trades, they forget why they entered, repeat the same mistakes, blame the market instead of fixing what you're doing wrong. But it's hard to fix when you're just going day by day. It's a lot with trading on the mind and everything you get done, you're kind of exhausted mentally. So you kind of just want to go on to the next thing or go into get some space and stuff like that. But it's good to um write down everything before you leave. That way when you come back with a fresh mind, you can kind of look at it and say, okay, this is the mindset I was in when I was there, and kind of assess it in a different mindset, not really in that emotional state or in that adrenaline state. But at the end of the day, the market isn't against you, your habits are. Good habits make good traders. So trading without a journal is like trading is like driving blind. Another example would be playing football without watching film, running a business with no bookkeeping, flying an airplane with no instruments. It's just reckless. Professional traders, they collect data and they hone in on their skills. The more data we have, the better we can hone in on what's going right or what's going wrong. Amateur traders, they just collect emotions, um, a big win, and they're just riding high, a big loss, and they're about to throw it all away. Quit trading. It's just too much of an emotional roller coaster. Focusing on the data and just your journaling and your day-to-day progression, it kind of takes the emotion out of it and gives you a level playing field instead of such high highs and low lows. Um, a good trader should be able to hit a $10,000 trade and be happy, but not be like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. Like, no, that's what was supposed to happen. We went according to our plan. That's what we were waiting for a whole week until the setup happened. That's what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to hit that trade. So just knowing that it's not always about being so high and being so low in trading. It's about being very methodical and controlling your emotions overall. So what is a trading journal? Trading journal is not just writing wins and losses. Definitely you want to include that, but you need to know, why did you enter the trade? Why did you exit the trade? What setup did you trade? What was your emotions in that trade? Um, Include happy, sad, all that, whatever you're feeling. What were the current market conditions and what were your lessons learned that day? At the end of the day, like I said before, every trade is essentially data, and we're going to collect that data every day, and review it and just make sure we're a well-oiled machine and that there's no gaps in our trading process. If there is, we adjust, fix it then, so it doesn't continue to hurt us throughout the week and months. All right. What to record on every trade. Here's a little simple checklist. Y'all can take a screenshot or write it down, whatever works best for y'all. But basically, the date you're trading, the instrument you're trading, gold, NQ, oil, Bitcoin, whatever you're trading. Were you gonna buy or sell? What was your entry price? What was your stop loss? What was your take profit? What was your overall risk on the trade? That's the same thing as the risk to reward. Um, what did you win or lose that trade? Screenshot before, screenshot after. I don't always do the screenshot before, but I definitely do the screenshot after. Um, but you'll have your screenshots before from just marking up the charts. So just the minute you mark up the charts, screenshot it. That's your proof that you had the right levels before it happened. And I would say post it. Post it on the chat because I mean, no one knows if you knew a level if you don't post it. That's how it goes. And at the end of the day, any other notes that you're taking, write that in there too. So you have a simple checklist for each trade you take. Say we're taking 3 to 5 trades a day, you'll have 3 to 5 entries, and we can go through those after the fact. The emotional side of trading. Write down how you felt and where you were in that current state of mind. I've been in certain trades where things were going haywire and I wrote down I was all over the place. I was nervous. It was news outlet I wasn't expecting, or Trump tweeted something like, "What is this guy doing?" But it all plays into um your trading, how your trading is gonna go in the future. Just knowing, okay, I got like that last time. Let's be wary. Either double check on the news outlets and things like that, or just know, hey, maybe I shouldn't be in a trade that high of a leverage in this certain situation. There's different lessons you'll learn where your emotions are the best teachers. How did you feel? And then so you can correct that because like I said before, you don't want to be on an emotional roller coaster. Learn how to correct those emotions on whether it is the thought or the action that you're doing. Review your review your winners. Don't only review the losses. Also ask yourself, why did the trade work? Did I follow my rules? Was it skill or luck? And would I take this exact trade again? We've all been there before where we hit the trade we've been waiting for. And we're like, if we could just have that setup every day, I'll tell you right now, we be living lavish. You know what I mean? So is that type of thing. But you're just positive reinforcement that you did the right thing. You checked off all the boxes, and this is what happens when we check off all the right boxes. So your edge comes from repeating good decisions over and over. Like I said, that's the consistency we want by just showing up, making the right decisions. There's no emotions involved. We just follow our checklist, make the trade when it's there, and then we get the profits. Reviewing your losses. Never ask what I mean, why did I lose? Instead ask, did I follow my plan? Did I manage risk? Was this a valid setup? Was I early? And was I emotional? Like I said before, take a screenshot of this. This is gonna be very helpful because um these are all things. A lot of times early is the name of the game. You can have the exact right trade mapped out and just be a little bit early and it just turns into a whole different ball game from there. Potential loss before the win. Some people may not even get in the winning trade because they're scarred from that one loss. So it's very important to document this so we can review it and know for next time. Hey, I was just too early. It's been 3 days this week. I got beat and I lost a trade, and then literally that trade ran for 200 points to my level. It's like that's a consistent showing that you're early. So it's nothing to harp on, but just make the adjustment. Hey, let me wait for this extra confirmation so I'm not in these trades early and taking unnecessary losses. But losing isn't failure. Losing isn't failure. Repeating the mistakes are. If we were consistently making the same mistakes day after day, week after week, what are we really doing here? So how do you build your edge, right? After about 50 to 100 trades, you'll begin to notice your patterns. Might be something like, oh, London session performs best for me. New York Open gives me that clean setup I was looking for. Gold works better than Bitcoin for me. Fair value gaps. When I enter at a fair value gap, I have a 72% win rate. Maybe I should stick to that plan and be in less setups that are in the middle of zones. Counter trend trades lose more often. The trend is your friend. That's what you learn there. Hey, maybe I shouldn't trade against the trend. It's dangerous. So you get to build your edge by looking at the data after you have enough of it. And you can say, hey, I'm this type of trader. I'm doing good here in these three areas, but right here in these two areas, I got to do better. And that'll take your trading to the next level. But essentially, you're trading statistics, not your feelings. And like I said, we're gonna review our processes each week. Um, I do Saturday or Sunday, really, whatever works with your schedule, honestly. But we can't trade on the weekends. So use it to get better, just like you guys are here right now, educating yourself and getting better. I would say either sometime in Saturday if you have it, or if Saturday is your family day, add an extra 30 minutes to Sunday then, and just go through your journals, review all your trades for the week, and we're just gonna reflect, improve, and repeat on that. So we're gonna look at the best trade from the week, which what was the best setup, the best risk to reward outcome we had. What was the worst trade? The one we were like, dang, we should have never even pressed the button on that one. What was our biggest mistake? Doesn't have to be a bad trade. It could be a winning trade with a big mistake, but we ended up winning. Just recognizing that and not rewarding that bad activity. Essentially, what was your best habit? And then what was your one thing you can improve on for next week? But overall, we'll just improve little by little each week, cancel out those negative things we have going on, and we'll become a more complete trader. But your journal, it equals your confidence. Confidence doesn't come from winning. Confidence comes from having proof that you're a winning trader. A lot of people win, but it's about having proof at the end of the day. I've been in this game a long time, and we've seen a lot of wins. But if you don't have the proof, I mean, there's a bunch of people who front out here all the time. So you're just thrown into that category if you don't have the proof. So start documenting your stuff, and then you'll have the proof. Hey, look, I've been 60%, 70% the last 2-3 years. And that's big in the trading world. So document your stuff. My setup has won 67% of the last 120 trades. See that's something to brag about right there, for sure. And I'm gonna give you all a little homework for this week. I would say journal your next 10 trades. Like I said earlier, with this taking a screenshot, go through the checklist, journal on each of your trades, screenshots, entry reasons, exit reasons, emotions, lessons learned, the whole nine. And just if you want, you can hit up me or Spivey. We can go over those for you if you have all the data written down, and then we can go over what might be going wrong, what you're doing right, and what you should focus on immediately to make that progress. So bring your journal, and we'll review those trades together. And just personalize your journal. Get one. Make sure it's an actual like pen to paper. No digital journal. And it's something about writing stuff down that really makes you remember stuff. And it's just part of the process. This is my journal. I have about 6 journals, 7 journals. I didn't start journaling until like year 3. So I've been going through journals after that, but that took my game to the next level, just really documenting the trades. And I can't run from who I was. So it's like I go back and I'm looking at this thing like, dang, what I did today, I did 2 months ago. Like, what am I doing? I'm dumb. I mean, like literally you start to just talk to yourself like, yo, it's simple. We just gotta make changes around here and be intentional, aware and intentional. If you're not aware, you can't be intentional about it. So write down everything, document everything, make sure you're really putting time into this journey, and making sure you're correcting the little small things that are keeping you from getting where you want to get. But anyone got any questions? Go ahead and chirp in. Otherwise, appreciate y'all. And I'm also going to drop this in the chat too, in case y'all want to double check if no one got any of the checklists. I'll drop it in the chat so y'all can download it and keep the checklist.
I don't have a question, but I got a comment. I just want to say that my when I started journaling, it really helped me out because I I'm hard on myself. So I really write to myself like, yo, why did you do that? Why did you over leverage? I got one comment that I wrote down. I was like, you impatient little, you know what I'm saying? I was mad, you know what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
was telling myself like, yo, why'd you do that? And then I also wrote down the next statement. Don't have any excuses as to why you feel the way you feel today, because the past 3 days you've been doing the same thing. It's like, how honest can you be in your trades? Because it's you versus you.
100%.
Yeah. Other than journaling, does anybody in the channel have any questions on just anything else? L, Bubbles, OT. We take this time out to really like make sure that we are diving into this every day. It can be in real life, it can be what we're going through right now. But community is what helps us become better as people. And that's why community is important. Because I know I can be honest with y'all, apart from maybe you not being able to be honest with someone that is around you, or maybe someone that, you see every day. So just want to kind of open that door of grace um to you guys. So like he said, don't hesitate to mention anything that you have to do or have to deal with. Um, because it's important that you guys know that we're here for y'all. If anything, we want you guys to be good. We want to be good. Um, yeah. So let's just continue to grow together, trade smarter, and build freedom.
That part right there. Time to run it up.
It was a profitable week, though. It
It was
was.
a
It was
great,
good.
great week in the market.
It was a good week. Regardless of all the news, it was a good week.
News been newsing. Sure.
News, yeah, news been newsing, definitely.
That thing.
The news has been newsing. But Sunday, 5 o'clock p.m., we'll show up for the analysis. Um, I know Mir, you're super new. If anything, don't hesitate to reach out to Dawkins too. If I don't ever answer, if I'm not around, just as much knowledge as myself, if not more. You know what I'm saying? And everyone has their own way of explaining something. So, this is why we got the community. Reach out to folk, DM them. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I said, it's about getting better. And trading is a mirror, man. So if we can remember that trading is a mirror, I think that we will accomplish a lot. The minute that we forget that it's a mirror, we get frustrated at what's not working, or we try to rush reality when the market doesn't care about rushing. So there's things that we know we got to work on. Let's just continue to work on them. And that's why everyone doesn't trade, because the market will show you what you lack, whether or not that's discipline, consistency, whether or not you get upset over failures, whether or not you get upset over patience, and it will expose you. And it'll have you antsy or it'll have you relaxed. It'll have you either too relaxed or, either one. So it's a balance. But I know that us showing up every day the way that we show up, this is why um this is why we are successful, because we show up like this all the time. I mean, we take 1 hour out of a Saturday to get some good food in us, you know, to really help us throughout the day. And it leads into the weekend. You get off this call, you end up feeling great, confident, So make sure y'all get outside, enjoy the sun today. And for all that, I'm Gucci. Dawkins, you
Yes,
got anything,
sir.
man?
No, that was it. Great call. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Everyone have a great
Definitely.
Saturday and catch you Friday. I mean, tomorrow, 5:30.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lock it in for
If
this
you
market open.
put in your pre-market analysis for in the chat, and everyone is encouraged to do that, not just myself and Dawkins. Everyone can do it, so we can all compare and contrast and find
Mm-hmm.
the best solution.
100%. Yeah, I know we got like 5, 6 people that usually drop analysis, and so
Hmm.
the more, the better. Let's all contribute. More eyes on the charts, better chances we have at hitting the trade, seeing from all the blind spots. So team.
Everyone's opinion's welcome, pretty much what we're saying. I don't want y'all to feel like it's just our opinion. Like you may see something that we don't. So if you be like, I don't know about this, or like challenge us, like please challenge me. I'm telling you, please challenge me. So therefore I can read it and be like, okay, boom, all right, boom. Because I'm gonna look back and forth to make sure I got my stuff right. Because it's about eating. We all here to make money at the end of the day. We're not here to play this sport because we not just we love it, but we want to make money. We've seen the results. Like, let's run this bag up. Let's get this chicken.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Everyone have a blessed day.
Peace
I
out, y'all.
appreciate that. Y'all have a good day.
All
All right,
right,
y'all
peace,
too.
guys.